Welcome back to my studio. I am still waiting for equipment so that I can have the new setup where I'm gonna do some landscapes for you and seascapes, but I want to be able to show you the piece that I'm painting and the palette at the same time simultaneously, but I have not received the equipment, still waiting for it. So when it soon, I'm gonna film the first video, but in the meantime I wanted to show you how to care for your brushes, so I'm gonna show you that next. This piece in my table is one that I call River Dance, and I have topped several times, and the pattern packet is available at my store, and it's not gonna be one that I will be teaching on YouTube, but if you want to, I can make it happen. Just comment in under the video telling me that you want to see how this is done. Today I'm gonna talk to you about brush care. I've been painting since 1987. Before that, I was doing only drawings, mostly portrait drawings, and I want to give you some basic information so that you can protect your brushes so they last you forever. First, I'm going to show you how I do it. I take my dirty brush and I I'm going to put this water will have soap and this one will be clean. Normally I do this under in the sink, under the water, and I push all start removing all the paint, and I do this several times until I don't see any more paint coming out of the brush. And you will do this on the sink, and you're gonna put this under the water and not in a water tub. But in here we don't have the water, the faucet, so we have to do it this way. So I stop doing this when I don't see any more paint. See, this start to show clean. I think it's now a good point to stop, and then I will go under the faucet and I will remove all the soap. And after I am done doing that, I will remove all the water, and I'm gonna press it and bring the chisel back to the brush. I'm gonna bring the chisel back to the brush, and I'm going to put this like this in a tub, any place. So this brush is ready to go. And if you have a brush that has been dirty forever, what you're gonna do, this is a flower tube. You can get that in any flower place that sells flour. And I'm gonna put a little bit of the Murphy's oil in here. So you remove the lid from the flower tube, and then you're gonna put a tiny bit of Murphy's oil soap. And I have not used this for a while, so it's a little bit dry. So I'm gonna remove the Murphy's oil from here, and I will be right back. I have not used this Murphy's oil for a while, so it's a little bit dry, but you use a fresh Murphy's oil. I'm gonna add a tiny bit of water, because since it is a tiny bit dry, I'm adding a tiny bit of water to that Murphy's oil that has been in there for a while. And I think this is enough. I'm gonna push it back and mix it with that water. That, you know, you only do it this way if your Murphy's oil is old. Oh gosh. I normally clean my brushes, so I don't need to do this. But I have a dirty brush in here because I stopped painting in oils. What I'm gonna tell you to do is If you think you're gonna go back to painting, see, I put the brush in there. Now I'm gonna put this in here. And make sure the brush is down there with that Murphy's oil. And you're gonna leave it like this for a few days in there with the Murphy's oil. And so I'm gonna put it in here. But I'm gonna tell you what happened here was that I was sick and I stopped painting. But normally what I do, see, it's already removing the paint. It's getting dirty because the paint is removing the paint from the brush. But I wanted to tell you, if you are gonna, since oil doesn't dry as fast, and you wanna paint the next day, you wanna paint with the same oil paints and the same brushes. If you want, you don't have to clean them, and you can put a tiny bit of baby oil in the brush and make sure that you press it and you make the form of the chisel edge. Always, always, always press your brushes and form that chisel edge back. And you can leave that baby oil, and when you're ready to paint, you just have to remove the baby oil with a paper towel like this, and then you can continue painting. But if you are not gonna paint right away, it's gonna last more than a week, then it's better if you clean your brushes. But if you forget, like I did, then you do this method of the Murphy's oil. You put the Murphy's oil on the flower tube and it start removing the paint. I'm gonna show you so that we don't have to wait for this to completely dry. I'm gonna show you how to open this back, and I'm gonna show you how that is so dirty now because it removes part of the paint from the brush. And I'm gonna show you all the paint that was in the brush, dry in the brush, is now removing. See? All the paint that's dry. I probably was painting leaf with this because it have green. See how it's removing all the paint from the brush. But you wait a few days with the baby oil, with the Murphy's oil in there, and you're gonna be able to remove that dry paint from your brush. I want to tell you something else. When I was younger and I was painting, they told us to do boiling water and put your brushes on boiling water. But I want to tell you what hot water can do to your hair. It can dehydrate the hair, and it will lose its natural oils, and it can lead to breakage. But if your water is not hot but warm, because when you are cleaning your hair, you clean your hair with warm water, right? Because warm water opens the pores on the hairs, because the hairs is very porous. So the warm water will open the hairs, and then you can clean it better. That's why when you wash your hair, you wash it with warm water. But then you have to rinse it with cold water, so it closes back the pores of the hair. So it may be good to use warm water, but not the hot water. So warm water, instead of putting it on boiled water, I don't recommend that. You can use warm water so it opens the pore and it removes, but then remember to rinse it with cold water so it closes back the pores. So I'm still here with the Murphy's oil, and I keep removing more of the, and I think I remove everything. When you think you have removed everything, sometimes I wait a day, but it seems that it has removed everything by now, only with one, a few minutes in there, because see, it's coming now clean. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to go into soap and remove this Murphy's oil from the brush. So it's the same method you did before, and you're gonna go with the soap and clean the brush and still removing. You see how much it's removing? So do the same method with the brush, and until you have finally removed everything from, and you do this under the sink. See how much? Let me bring another paper towel and I show you. Starting to get clean. This is what you do. And when you think it doesn't have any more paint, you see it's starting to get, it's starting to be cleaner, you see. When you think you don't have any more of the paint, then you clean it with clean water. You see, it's starting to get clean. And then you go to clean water and remove all the soap from the brush. And your brush is clean like it didn't have anything before. See? So this is what I wanted to share with you. I hope you like this video. Please subscribe to the channel and come back for other videos. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.